Now the winter in Korea, we think we've just had some pretty cold weather, but we experienced 35, 40 degrees below because the winds were straight from Siberia, which wasn't too far away. That was another learning curve, because if you touched anything metallic and pulled your hand away, you'd leave the skin on whatever you just touched. You could not take your boots off. You could not take your clothes off, because if you did, you'd never get them back on. They'd be as simply stiff as boards, and it would have been a virtual impossibility. So we slept in bunkers when you could sleep, in sleeping bags. And then we had several nasty sort of lodges. They were the most enormous rats, which had been attracted by probably a surplus of a bit of food or dead bodies or whatever. And the most horrific experience, I was laying in a bunker one night on a bed which consisted of 4 metal stakes wired up with wire to make some form of mattress spring. And during the night, I was conscious that there was a weight on my chest, and I sort of gingerly looked down, and the biggest damn rat I've ever seen was just laying inside my sleeping bag. It had gone in there for warmth. And my reactions, I can remember it now, I just sort of ripped the sleeping bag open, threw the whole thing away, and you know, I mean, that was horrid. Living in those conditions, in the cold, in earth, not taking your clothes off, we finished up totally lousy, crawling with lice, and we did have delousing centres when we came out of the line for a short break of rest, for all the clothing to go through.